Hi everyone, here's a quick video tutorial really for those of you that are interested in building a successful business in doTERRA. And the reason why I wanted to do this video is we've reached the stage where we've just completed our best month for enrolling people since we've been in doTERRA. We've been in doTERRA just over 1 year. We joined August last year, and we just finished August 2018. And in August, we had 175 people register in our team, which is fantastic, really, really amazing. And I wanted to do this video, first of all, to explain the single biggest reason why people fail in the business is because they don't speak to enough people. And this is like a key fundamental strategic statement that if you want to succeed in network marketing, largely it is a numbers game. And in our business, as well as it being a numbers game, it's also important to speak to the right types of people, because we not only want people to buy our oils, we want people to share the oils with other people, ideally. So we have specific systems in place that we use to assist people in building their business. We have clearly defined strategies that you can use to help find the people that will build the business. And there are a number of different ways of promoting the business. But this video is specifically about advertising, and specifically about the advertising pool, which is a support system that I put in place very early on when we started building the business. And it's one of the reasons why we now have probably the fastest growing business in Europe, and or one of the fastest growing businesses certainly in Europe, and the fastest growing in the UK without doubt. Now, the first thing I wanted to say about this, the advertising pool, is that it's an opportunity for you to adopt professional marketing strategies in your business. And it's not a business where we would rely on individuals selling essential oils to their mother-in-law to build their income. Now, I'm nothing against selling essential oils to your mother-in-law. By all means, do that. If you can do that, fantastic. Go ahead. But I'm not going to do any mother-in-law jokes in this video. But the point is that you should definitely start contacting people you know, like friends, family, neighbors, work colleagues. Absolutely do all of those things. But I wouldn't rely on that as a business strategy. It's a really good starting point, and you will get people buying your oils, I'm sure, and you'll get good customers, and you may even get good business builders from that strategy. But it's only one strategy. And what do you do when that runs out? So I believe that you should always be looking for people looking to build your kind of circle of influence, and use what we call the warm list or the contact list. Absolutely do that. But alongside that, I believe that everybody should have a proper professional marketing strategy for their business. And the advertising pool represents one of those strategies. Now, there are other ways that you can do it. You can do your own Facebook campaigns, and we've done lots of training videos on that. If you go to the resource site, on the resource site, you will see other videos about setting up things like Facebook forms, setting up your own Facebook pages, using things like ManyChat, Messenger adverts. All of those things are definitely worth developing, exploring, and getting good at. But in the beginning, especially in the first 6 months of the first year, whilst you're learning how to do those things, it's a really good idea to use the ad pool, because it represents a managed campaign. And what I mean by that is you pay a monthly fee into a pot, and then we have a professional marketer who invests the pot of money into advertising, and he's a Facebook expert. And so far, we usually deliver inquiries at a cost of £3 per lead. In fact, this month, I can tell you that it's running at £2.75 a lead, which is even better. And that the current campaign expires on Friday. So if you want to be in the next one, you need to pay your money by Thursday night. So that's Thursday of this week. So we're now at Monday the 3rd. So whatever date, third, let me just look that up. So it's Thursday the 6th of September. So you have to pay the money across by Thursday the 6th of September, midnight, Thursday the 6th of September, by either bank transfer, and I'll put my bank details into the post, or you can pay by PayPal. If you're paying by PayPal, pay friends and family, then you don't get deducted charges. So the minimum investment required for the advertising pool is £50, but ideally you should do £100 as soon as you're comfortable with the process and you're competent at the process. You should look to increase the spend. So if you spend, for example, £50 at current running, you'd get about 17 leads from that £50, or if it's £2.75, you might get 18 leads for £50. Now, once you've done that, I recommend that you take advantage of the support that is available to you. We have some really amazing support systems, but it's worth reminding people that you have an upline who is more experienced than you, who may have been in the business considerably longer period of time than you, may well be using the app all themselves. Hopefully they are, and they will be able to coach you in the best way of following up the leads. And we have documents and scripts which tell you on the resource site exactly how you should follow up and what the procedures are for developing those leads. But in a nutshell, basically what we do is we text message every single inquiry, and we email every single inquiry as soon as we get the inquiry. So you do that straight away. We have template text messages, template emails with links to videos, so we get information out to people quickly. And then you follow up by telephone. That means picking up the telephone and actually speaking to people. But we give you a structure, which is really important to follow, and you need to get good at that, get good at being in control of the telephone call, setting the agenda, asking the right questions, finding out everything you need to find out in order to develop and identify opportunities. And then you need to book people into Zoom calls, and then we're well into the process. And after that, they buy the Home Essentials kit, and you can build your income and introduce lots of people to the oils. Now, to assist you with that, just have a look at the support systems that we've now put in place since we first got started. We have really good scripts that you should use, definitely, and stick to the script. Don't change the scripts, just stick to the scripts, stick to the structure. But we also have fantastic live essential oils classes, and there's one coming up on Wednesday. So we have one on a Wednesday at 11 o'clock and one on a Saturday at 11 o'clock. Group classes that you can put people into, where someone else, either myself or Peter Rea, who's the fastest diamond in Europe, will do those essential oils classes for you and your the leads that you've bought. So we only put people into those classes once you've had the initial conversation with them by telephone. So you have a brief 5-minute conversation, and then you can book people into those live calls. That's a really good support system, because it means that you can then get a really good return on your investment as quickly as possible, which is what we want. We want you to be as successful as possible. So use the live classes, absolutely. Use the scripts, but also use your upline and ask your upline to do 3-way calling. You should be able to do 3-way calling as well, where you can, instead of you doing the call completely on your own, you can involve your upline and they will do the call for you with your person that's responded to the advertising, so that you can do a 3-way call and you can watch someone else doing the Zoom call. But also remember, there are recordings of the live classes that you can watch. So if you want to do them yourself, I think that's really great. Go ahead, do it yourself. But make sure you watch a recording of one first, and use the Zoom presentation download checklist document, which is in this Facebook group, in the sharers group, and it will also be on the resource site in the next couple of days, so that you've got a checklist of things to say on the Zoom calls. So in terms of the support system, it's pretty incredible. You've got very experienced people to do the classes for you. You've got qualified leads. Now, this is an important aspect to consider about the advertising. We use the Facebook algorithms to identify people who are already interested in essential oils. So this is not like throwing mud at the wall, hoping some of it will stick. This is targeted professional marketing, behavioral marketing, that we use in order to get a steady stream of people who are naturally interested in essential oils, complementary therapy, natural products, maybe even in network marketing. And that gives us qualified, targeted leads. So it means that whatever effort you have to put into your business, whether that's 10 hours a week, 15 hours a week. So even if you're really part-time, if you've got a family, children, full-time jobs, you can let these systems run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in the background in order to promote your business and generate the inquiries for your business so that you can build your income. So it's an amazing tool to have at your disposal. And I guarantee you this, we are the only group in the UK, in doTERRA, probably the only group in Europe that has this system in place. And we are certainly the only group that has, well, I'll be diamond within a month or two, I'll be diamond without a question of a doubt. You'll have 2 diamonds doing your essential oils live classes for your prospects whilst you're learning the business. And then we will happily do those for you to help you enroll people into the business. You've got recordings of live classes. You've got documents which tell you what to say on the telephone. You've got documents which tell you what to say on the Zoom class. So the support system is amazing. And you've got your upline. So work closely with your upline as well. Communicate regularly with the person that introduced you into the business or someone in your upline that has used this system effectively. And if you do that, you should commit to doing it for the next 6 months, because it's no good doing it for a month and thinking, well, I only got 1 person to join or I didn't get anyone to join. You've got to get good at the process. So that means usually it takes people 3 to 6 months to develop themselves at getting really effective at the initial phone call and that having a really good conversation with people about essential oils so that you're confident and you're getting the right information from them about why they've responded to the advertising, what their health concerns are, what their experience of essential oils is. So find out all of those things, what they thought of the videos, if they've watched videos on a website, so that you're qualifying the prospect and you're developing and increasing their interest in each lead. And then when you get them onto the Zooms, you've then got to follow up and close the deal and get them to buy the kit and get them registered on Zoom online. So basically, there's a few things that you need to learn and that you will inevitably get better at. And the analogy I always use is it's just like learning to drive a car. Can you remember how it was when you first learned to drive? You jump in the car and you get familiar with the controls, you put the key in the ignition, you pull away, and then you kind of kangaroo hop down the road. And you don't really know what you're doing, but you've got to start somewhere, right? So you start the process and you repeat the process over and over again until eventually, with a bit of coaching and a bit of support and thinking about it, you get to the point where you can do it without even thinking about it. You can do it basically in your sleep. You could do it as a second nature. So you become unconsciously competent in the process. So we start off incompetent, then we go through a process where we develop the competence and the confidence to do it really well. And for most people, that takes 6 months. It doesn't happen in 4 weeks. Sorry, it doesn't. But if you're willing to do that and use the support systems and work with your upline, the ad pool represents a really fantastic support system that you can use in your business. And there's nothing like it, as far as I'm aware, in the whole of Europe. And that's one of the reasons why we have one of the fastest growing businesses in Europe. So you can do other things as well, and we don't recommend that you just rely on this one source, this one support system. But as a system, it's fantastic. And if you're interested in getting involved in the next one, you can do that by contacting your upline or commenting or messaging me on Messenger, and we will give you details about how to join the next campaign. So if you're in any doubt, please ask your upline or come back to me or go back to Peter if you're in Peter's team. In fact, no, come back to me anyway, it doesn't matter. And we will add you into the loop, and the inquiries are emailed out to you on a daily basis. As soon as we can get them, we usually send them out twice a day, and you can then follow up those inquiries, and it gives you a steady stream of people who are interested in essential oils, who've responded to advertising about working from home and building an income as well. All of our advertising currently is for people who want to increase and build an income in essential oils. So these are really effectively qualified inquiries. So I hope you find that useful. If you're not sure, by all means, come back to us. If you have any questions, come back to us. I think I've covered most of it. But if I have missed anything out and you want further clarification, please do come back to me but the next campaign will run, and you need to have paid for that by midnight on Thursday, the 6th of September. Thank you very much.